What's up, y'all? It's Papa Long Legs. I'm gonna talk about Jazmine Sullivan. A couple years ago, she had a hit song called "I Busted Windows of the Car." Then she had another one called "Lion Tiger's Bear." But that "I Busted Windows of the Car" was an anthem for these girls. I had my windows busted 3 years ago. It's the most annoying thing that could ever happen to you, man. But everybody mad at Jazmine Sullivan now because of what she wrote to a dead gospel singer. I'm gonna let y'all hear what she said. I didn't know TC very well. What I do know is I gave him my number accidentally through a friend. He reached out constantly for a year. I think I replied maybe 3 times, but I never stopped him from writing me. He was determined, laugh aloud. I remember him bringing me flowers to a show I had in San Francisco, and me realizing this was not the TC that I thought it was. Who the other TC? But that he was sweet. I remember going to Parkside recently and seeing him and thinking, oh gosh, he coming over and making his move with a laughing emoji. But he didn't. He said quick hi instead, got on mic and made up an entire 5 minute song about me. But through the embarrassment and flattery I felt, I thought, wow, this guy is gifted. I was literally amazed at how he commanded the stage with that little mic and that little bar freestyle. And if I actually heard his own music, how much more I would enjoy it. I had no idea who he was, bothered me until then, and how dope he was. So I instantly followed him on IG, becoming more enraptured with his gift. Every once in a while he'll write, and I reply now out of respect. I didn't want to say too much because I didn't want to lead him on, but I tried to let him know in little ways he had my attention. I want to believe that made him happy. The last thing, thankfully, we talked about was me being out with my girls and Jameson on the table. He ended with, have a safe night, say a prayer for me if you go to church tomorrow. Now he passing. Though I didn't know him very well, I'm deeply saddened. I've seen peers moan him and talk about how great a man he was and wishing I got to know him a little more. For my sake, he seemed to be blessing here on earth to everyone that knew him. And though our time was brief, he blessed me too. But when I read and seen he had a way that made everyone he knew feel really special. And that's how I felt that night he sang to me. I never forget it. Just know I was your fan, TC, because I know you still got a crush on me in heaven. And you listen to Rest in Paradise. You were truly a star. A lot of people was mad about the last part. The part where it says, I know you still got a crush on me, you know. I think the post was kind of selfish. It was a story about how the dude is thirsty over, you know. Some people probably were mad as hell. It's like if I wrote a status on Facebook, if a girl died and I said, hey, I know you still want the D at the crossroads, I think all my friends are going to friend me, dog. But let me know how you feel about it. Comment below and tell me, do you think she did the right thing or was it extra, man? Let me know, man.